Hello everyone, Bon Yuki here again with another video. A couple weeks ago I posted about a purchase I made, a Roku television, the TCL 55-inch P605. Well, I was so impressed with that setup, how it handled the retro games and how it had Dolby Vision and everything. Yesterday I noticed that I guess, little sibling of the TCL series, P series, there's an S series out there, and they have one in 43 inches. So I moved all my games down here and hoped for the best to see if the OSSC can handle it, and sure enough it can. Here we have the 43S405. I believe that's the model number. I'll have to check again, but yeah, it's a pretty good TV. It does support HDR10, which I have the PlayStation 4 Pro right there, and I can test it. I tested it out. HDR does work. But more importantly, it has very low input delay, about 12 to 13 millisecond. And here's the one thing that I will say that it's better than the Vizio TV that I used to have in here, the D series. Much less motion blur. Significantly less motion blur, as a matter of fact. The D series was great, but in order to combat the motion blur, you had to turn on something called clear action, and it did look good, but you'll notice that over time, you'll get eye strain. Well, in this setup, I don't. It's actually pretty good. So I had my PC on it, and it was working fine. I was able to get 444 at 4K 60, tried out a couple games, handled it fine, looked good. The contrast ratio for this is about 4300 native, and it's good. It's a VA panel. The angles aren't so bad. I thought they'd be really horrible. They're actually not. They're pretty okay. As you can see there, I'm trying to get as much light in this room as possible. But yeah, Line5X works for the OSSC. I did try out the Dreamcast. I was getting 480p times 2. That worked. I tried out the Xbox, which actually worked on this TV. For some reason, my LG OLED, the Xbox times 2 40p just doesn't like it. But this TV handles pretty much everything I've thrown at it. It even threw in the Super Nintendo Line5X, some of its enhanced modes that Super Nintendo has, and those work too. So this TV is actually pretty good. The price was only $313. A buddy of mine came by with his, I got this at Target, and he used his red card and knocked down the price from $330 to $313. So all in all, this TV is really good. As you can see now, I'm testing out the Saturn. I'm going to make follow-up videos because I have a feeling once people start seeing this TV doing as well as it does, they're probably going to do what I did, replace it as a cabinet monitor, or even use it to take to local meetups. It's only about 15 pounds. It's a very small television. It's kind of thin in the back. Doesn't have a big back. That's the mounting bracket, for the cabinet. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, as usual, just post down below. I'll try to help you out as much as I can. I will be doing videos, like I said, of all the consoles. So right now we've got Saturn, and as you can see, it looks great. I've got scan lines at 25%. Not sure if you guys are going to be able to see them. Anything over 25%, I noticed it dims the picture significantly. This TV is what they call direct lit, which is basically full array backlight, but there's no local dimming. So that's one thing that the D series had, although it wasn't that great. It was only 8 zones, but at least it had it. This one does not. So anyway, folks, I will hit you back up soon with a whole bunch more content. I'm pretty much going to do all my consoles today, so if there's any requests, just let me know. But I want to make some videos for you guys to watch and see them, like, hey, maybe I should pick this thing up. And I highly recommend it. It's great.